A Vortex here, and back with a review of something different. And as you can see, it is a smartwatch. So this is the Fitpolo smartwatch. And yeah, as usual, I'd like to thank Fitpolo for sending it out to me. Thank you very much. I wanted to review something like this because it's a bit different and actually could be quite useful on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, I was not paid to do the video, and all thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, considering I normally do IEMs, it's always good to try something different. And obviously, how technology advances, it's good to try something like this. And yeah, let's get into the video. So like I stated in the intro, this is from a company called Fitpolo. It works with Android and iOS. I've tried it with Android, but obviously I'll talk about that in a bit. And obviously as a sneak peek, I've been using this. That's the app you use. Obviously I've only tried the actual Android one. And the actual model is the ID205L. So for when you pair it, that's what that is. Nothing there, nothing there. Again, I've put the sticker back on, so what you see is how you'd get it yourself. So, yeah, very modern looking. Obviously you can see there, function button, press to return. Please charge to activate the watch before you use it. Again, I'll show you that in a bit. So, to charge it, as it doesn't use, like normal devices tend to use Type-C or micro USB or something like that. These devices are kind of different. Same if you use a Fitbit or anything like that. So that's the connector for charging. It is magnetic, so it's a bit different obviously to normal USB-A. So that's the connector itself. Again, it is magnetic, so it sticks well. And here is the manual. So the order I'm going to do things is a bit different. So in the next clip, I'm going to go over the instructions, which is useful, but also common sense. Then I'm going to go over the app, and then I'll get actually onto the actual watch itself, which works fine. Obviously, I'll take that off. And yeah, when I go over the watch features, I'll go over my thoughts, opinions, battery life, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's have a look through that guide because it is kind of useful. So that's what the watch face will look like, but you'll see it soon. Please read the instructions carefully and keep it safe. A lot of it's straightforward. Obviously, it comes there in 6 different languages. Obviously, default for me is obviously English because that's what I speak. Yeah, so minimum is 4.2 Bluetooth. I've tried this on my Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro, which you'll see in a bit, which is Android 12. Yeah, so yeah, 4.4. Any phone is going to be beyond that, so you shouldn't have any issues. The app is a VeryFitPro. I got off the Play Store, but yeah, so 2i50 is the model. It pairs really easy. There's information. You have to use GPS to track your steps and all that stuff. But synchronous data is there. How to use it, how to charge it, how to wear it. Tells you exactly where to pull it, as you can see. So wear the device a finger's distance from the wristbone and adjust the tightness of the wristband to a comfortable position. Note, wearing too loosely may affect the accuracy of heart rate data, so you have to bear that in mind. Yeah, so just key functions, the layout. So you get the main one in the middle, you go left, right, and obviously up and down from there. So icon functions there. Sports, women's health tracking, product parameters there, cleaning and maintenance. Again, a lot of it's just common sense really. Some frequently asked questions, data backup there, warning, and that's it. So yeah, so in the next clip, let's go over the app. So this is what the app looks like. I don't know why on the camera, but this actually is white. Say this looks blue. I'm sorry for that. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, you can change daily steps, daily target. This is kind of more like how it looks fresh. Just information here for activities. You can judge your sleeping pattern. I normally have my phone off so that data is incorrect. You can check, you can pull in sleep pattern, how much you walk, or how many steps you want to do, etc. So let's go to device. So obviously I've already paired this is obviously, this is communicating, so ID 250. Firmware is V27, which seems to be the latest. The app is that. The battery life of that is 57%. These are what all things you can set. Call alerts, sedentary alert, alarm, SNS, music control. So you can use it to change tracks. Wrist sense is if you flick your wrist, it turns the screen on to set a time. Heart rate detection, healthcare off. There's firmware version here. You can unbind there. All the latest firmware. User, target settings, so you can always change. See, this is what comes up when you first use the app. So you can just set that up what you need to do. Again, my phone here is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. But like any modern, I think devices should be fine. So that's there, unbind there, details here. Obviously, it fill out as you see fit. Again, this information is not accurate because I haven't really used the phone today. And back to home page. So yeah, it's very straightforward. So system settings, show connection status. So if it loses connection or not, you'll see it up the top. Unit settings, change to wherever you're from. And yeah, really, there's not that much in there, but I think it's more than enough. FAQ, personal info, you can set date of birth, gender, height, weight, in whatever. You can set to centimetres or whatever you're from, but suits where you're from. And yeah, I think that's it. But the information seems okay. I will link in the description if the stats aren't accurate, but I will put more and more time. So after a few weeks, months, I will see what it's like. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, now actually on to the watch itself. So here we are on again in real life. To unlock that, the number here 41 is actually more white. That's actually blue. In real life, it looks like it's banding, but in real life, the screen's perfect. So as you can see, it is communicating to my phone. Battery life there. Battery life on this is very good. You easily get 7 days. There's ways to make that last longer. So let's go across. So DND, if you want to turn it on and off, disabled. Function on, function off. So if you turn it off, when you turn your wrist, it will it's set so when you flick your wrist, it shows the time. You can turn it on and off. Turn it on and off. Obviously, more functions of off, better the battery life, but you'll easily get a week. So turn that off. Back here. See, it shows you how many steps you use. I really haven't used this much today, but obviously will be way higher. Calories. It's all general stats from your usage. It's set to do it from every Sunday, for example, in this. And it does display messages, text messages. So, sport. Just click that. Run, walk. I only try this for walking. Go. And now it's actually got haptic feedback, so yeah, works fine. That's it. So it does lock itself in that mode. So again, as you say, you can see all those. Press the button to go back. Heart rate there. Again, I'm not using it. As you can see there, it's checking for the sensor's obviously not connected. Relax. If you want to do that, choose what you want. Alarm. If you need to set the alarm, you can do that. Music controller, so you can choose next track, previous track. Will appear here. Not too bad. Timer. Again, press play if you want to do that. Sport record, just information, just tallies up things like that. Setting, so dial is it chooses the default basically clock, shall we say. I prefer that. You've got that one there, and that one there, which looks a lot like something else. Let's go back to that. Dimming, so maximum brightness, lowest, medium, high, and about. Just a firmware version and the MAC address there. And that's it. So yeah, I like it. I think it's been a good watch. So how does it work? So comfort wise, it works fine. I actually have small wrists, so I'm on maybe the third one. So if you got fat wrists, shall we say, thick wrists, you'll be further up. Again, I like the subtle design of it. Obviously, this does look similar to other certain models, but I do like that it's subtle. So I normally use a watch that's much bigger. I've got a Casio G-Shock. So yeah, battery life, 7 days, easy. If you turn modes off, you'll probably get more. If you turn all the modes on, you'll probably get less. Just depends on your use case. So yeah, so connection to my phone, which I've got right here. Again, it's a modern phone. This one's Android 12. I have no issues with that. Again, it runs for anything Android 4.4 and up. And Android 4.4 is very old. The connection of them seems fine. The data between them, as you can see in the app, seems fine. Again, there's no firmware update for it. I don't know if it's ever been available to update. As in, it's on version 27, I think. I don't know if there's been many versions before that. I don't know. But yeah, it seems to do everything I need it to do. I like that it can show you text messages. You can warn you of a call, things like that. I will only use it for basic functionality, is just steps. Because I'm not technically a fat guy, I don't need to really lose any weight. I just like to keep an eye on my steps I do. Also, it's useful, you can use to change tracks. And you can Bluetooth. This can Bluetooth to 2 devices at the same time, which is useful, say, I'm paired to this, but I'm also paired to some true wireless earbuds. So you can change the track on the phone, on the watch. So it's quite, I don't know if everybody's going to use it for that kind of functionality, but it's quite useful. And it works fine for me, which is kind of cool. But yeah, not much to say really. It does everything that it's supposed to. Really, I don't know how you've seen everything in depth, but yeah, I think it works fine. I honestly haven't really tried many models apart from this. I've tried the one from Xiaomi, I think they're Mi Fit 5 version. I can't remember the correct name, and that's fine. I don't like on that. It's got a small screen. I do like that's a proper size screen, which is good. And yeah, I think that's pretty much really. It's good to try something different and something useful you can use on a daily basis. And I think I might pretty much end it up there. It seems to work fine. I will link in the description if I get any, or if I notice any discrepancies with the data that it tracks, like if it's overreads or underreads. But I think that's pretty much it really. Not much else to say. Works as it should do, yeah. So thanks for watching and take care. And just if you know anything particular, just usual in the comments. Take care.